Good morning, this is Bill from the Upside of Downsizing. Welcome to another episode of How to Build a Strawbale House. In our last video, we received our materials and we prepared the 4x6 posts for installation. If you didn't see that video, I'll leave a link in the description box below. Today, we're going to finish the layout and install posts. So, let's get started. In a previous video, Yvonne and I had set the batter boards and string lines to establish the perimeter of the building. In order to determine the location of the individual posts, it was just a question of hooking up a long tape measure to the corner points and then marking it with marking paint. As you'll see in this clip, I'm marking the location by merely taking the marking paint and drawing a cross over the location where the post belongs. I came up with a better idea. Unfortunately, it was a little too late. I came up with a stencil idea to try to get a more accurate placement for each post. The cross that I was using before just wasn't giving me the proper placement. This seemed to work out real well. By using this stencil technique, I was able to better determine exactly where the point of the auger bit should be placed before digging the hole. These are the two auger bits that we have. The one on the right, the red one, is an 8-inch. The one on the left is a 6-inch. The 6-inch came with the power auger that we purchased at Harbor Freight, and this thing has just been a workhorse. It's been a great purchase. But I knew that we would need an 8-inch auger bit for our posts, our 4x6 posts. We want to make sure we have ample concrete going all the way around the post to provide the best support possible. Well, it was time to get started. We broke out the power auger with the 8-inch auger bit and started digging our post holes. We've got 6 holes dug, each one 8 inches in diameter and at least 24 inches deep. And what we did now was we replaced the strings on the batter boards so we can get to better positioning of the posts. We had to take the string down so that we wouldn't break it during the digging process. So now that we've got these up, we can establish our corners and our locations better. As many of you know, we do have a cement mixer available, and we decided to use the wheelbarrow instead. Mixing these 60-pound bags was relatively simple in the wheelbarrow with the hoe, and it proved to be just a simpler process than breaking out the cement mixer. Once the hole was filled to the top, we placed the form around the post and filled that with the concrete mix. Yvonne is checking level with a little bullet level that she has, and then what we do is we take some of the native soil and backfill it around the form to make sure it doesn't move while we're throwing the cement in. After the form was filled, Yvonne used a flat trowel to smooth it out and make it look nice. I found out in this whole process there are two things Yvonne likes doing. One is smoothing out the surface like you see her doing here, and the other is mixing the concrete with the hoe in the wheelbarrow. Okay guys, it's the next morning But I'm going to try to remove this form here and see how it goes. So, pardon that brief interruption while an ant bit me on the hand. So I just want to show you what can happen when an ant bites you. I got one bite right up here, and the poison spread all the way through my knuckles and swelled my hand up that big. So doing that with this finger is not possible. Get both my gloves on, and I'm going to kill every one of them that I see. This one's going to be the 2x6. This might be a little more difficult to get out. Darn, I'll tell you what, that ant bite hurts. Easiest one of all. Nice. Onward. Onward and upward. Okay, I'm going to get these forms put back together, and we're going to get digging some more post holes. Every once in a while you're going to run into a stumbling block, and this was our stumbling block on this project. This boulder is about 24 inches by 24 inches by 24 inches, and it is exactly where a post belongs. We dug at it for about a half an hour and realized there was no way we were going to get this out by hand. Luckily, we have a neighbor that you all know as Handyman. I called up Derek, explained the situation, and sent him a picture of the boulder. He asked if he could bring over the tractor with the backhoe to help out, and we gladly accepted his offer of help. Thank you, Derek. We couldn't have done it without you. So this is our work for today. We set another 6 posts. Derek Handyman Howlett came over with his backhoe and dug out a giant boulder for us. The next day we have a total of 6 posts to go, and I'm not going to bore you with showing you the same thing over and over again. So we got our final 6 posts put in, and we're able to wrap up this phase of the project. Our next video will be cutting these posts down to the proper height using a laser level. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. And as always, we'd appreciate it if you could hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, you're going to want to subscribe and ring that notification bell, because this is going to be an epic straw bale build. Guys, we'll see you in the next video.